Get ready to match the stars. Joe Garagiola, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, from Forever Fernwood, Debralee Scott, Richard Dawson, and Betty White, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 78. And now, here's the star of Match Game 78, Gene Reilly.
Johnny Olson. Thank you, friends. What a handsome group you are. Well, we got to say hello to the new kid on the block. Now, Joe, you're a very busy guy, and I know you don't have a chance to watch this show, but we have a tradition here.
Joe?
Whenever we have...
Do I have to?
Whenever we have someone new on the show, has to be welcomed in a proper way.
Yes.
So, Joe, I'm going to...
No! Shake his hand, Joe. Shake his hand.
Il bacio de morte. Give him a little kiss and make him welcome. Hey, Joe!
Thank you.
I know you've been here before, but I just love you.
Yes.
I love you all. Now let's say hello to the current champ, Francis Patrick, over here. Hello, Francis. Francis won 2 games, has $700 to her credit. And just as we finished last time, she won another game, and she's going to start with the audience match. You ready for that?
Yes,
You could win over $5,000. Now, you had one shot at it and didn't do too well. Now, let's see how you do this time, right after we do this message just for you. Here we are with Francis Patrick. She's going to try for over $5,000 now. Here it is, Francis. Not too long ago, we had a bunch of people in this very room, and we said, you write down your best answer to this. Twist blank. Now, the answer they wrote down most frequently is worth $500 to you if you match it. If you match the second most popular answer, you get $250, and then $100 for you for matching the third most popular, and 3 of our 6 ding-a-lings will help you.
Richard.
Didn't Dorothy get swept away in The Wizard of Oz by a twister? Is that what it's called?
A twister is another name for a cyclone. Yes. That's right, Betty. And there's one for you.
Betty.
If I'm going to make a fool of myself, I say, all right. Twist of the wrist.
Twist of the wrist. Yes.
And Charles.
Charles, have you got one? Third position is tough, but there may be one that comes to your mind.
It's Twistorama. I used to go every Saturday night.
Think it over, Charles.
Twist of Fate.
Twist of Fate. All right. Twist of Fate, Twister, and Twist of the Wrist. Now, you think it over, Francis, and choose one of those, or reject all 3 and give us one of your own. Now, think about it. Tell us what you want to do.
I like Twist of Fate.
Twist of Fate was Charles' answer. Do you agree with her? All right. You may have another idea, and we'll see if it comes up here. If it is, I hope you'll all jump up and down and let us know what your idea is. Because I don't know what... This is a hard one for me. I don't know what I'd say. Let's begin down at the bottom and reveal the $100 response. Twist of lemon.
I should have thought of that one.
That's right. Brett should have thought of that one, but she didn't.
I thought I invented
Let me see that $250 number. Twist and turn. Well, we still don't have Twist of Fate, do we? Are we going to get Twist of Fate? All right, slide it. Twist and shout.
Twist and shout.
Whose song is that?
I had that.
Tina?
Charles's
Whose song is that?
I had that
Debralee,
answer.
yeah.
Debralee, you had that?
Yep. It's a Beatles song.
Is it Beatles song? Chubby
Chubby
Checkers?
Checker.
All right, whatever. Anyway, Francis,
They both
you
twist
remain
my
at $700. However, you will play another game with Tanis Gray. Hello, Tanis. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
We'd like to find out a little bit about Tanis Gray before we start this game. Is that all right with
Okay.
you?
I was married 7 months ago to my childhood sweetheart.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Isn't that romantic?
Yeah, and he's out there rooting for me. I
Is
hope.
he in the rooting section?
Yeah. And I'm a native Californian.
Aren't too many of those, are there?
No, My parents are too.
Really?
Yes.
Where do they live?
In Woodland Hills.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I'm a waitress.
Where? Somewhere around here?
In a French cafe in Woodland Hills.
Okay.
I live there too.
Well, Tanis, we welcome you and wish you the best of luck. Ladies, we'll begin by asking you, Tanis, to make your selection here. You may have A or B.
B, please.
B it is. Here it is.
Gotcha.
102-year-old Mrs. Periwinkle is really strange. I'll tell you. At night, she has 2 glasses of water. One to keep her teeth in, and another to keep her blanks in. Oh, I love this one.
You like this one?
Yeah.
One of your faves?
Yeah. One to keep her teeth in, and another to keep her blanks in. She's really strange.
She's really strange. Here,
Strange.
take this to the cashier. You'll get your money back.
No, he's got his money back. I'll take it. She's really strange. One to keep her teeth in.
And one to
keep her blank in. Right.
Blanks.
Blanks, yeah.
Well, I guess we're going to have to go for
Remember, round 1 questions, you can say almost anything, and you're liable to get a match or 2.
Sure.
Somewhere along the line here. Hello there. That's a new camera
gosh,
shot. Isn't that
no.
interesting?
Has he always been there?
No, that's it's the first time we've ever had this shot here. I think it's quite interesting, don't you? What? There's a camera up
There's
there.
a camera
Never been there
there.
before. Right over here.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
That's not my best side.
It's not?
Trash.
Tanis, 102-year-old Mrs. Periwinkle is really strange. At night she has
Wait a
2...
minute. Hold it. Mr. Wright, 2.5.
Keeps looking at the camera instead of writing it.
throwing me.
Put something down. Have a shucks.
Okay. 102-year-old Mrs. Periwinkle is really strange, Tanis. At night, she has 2 glasses of water. One to keep her teeth in, and another to keep her blanks in.
It's terrible. I have to say something. Eyes.
Eyes.
I couldn't think of anything.
One to keep her teeth in, and another to keep her eyes in. What she's telling us is she drew a blank, because eyes is a perfectly dreadful answer.
That's right.
What have you got, Joe?
Perfectly dreadful answer.
You haven't done one also.
Since she is so strange, I thought she'd put her eyeglasses in there.
Eyeglasses would be one, yeah. Yeah, well, you know, you're really kind of on the
I
same
was
wavelength,
gonna
but
say
we
that.
can't count it as a match. What do you say?
Big Mac. No.
One to keep her Big Mac in?
No, I have it. Get ready for a cheer, kids. Boobs.
If that old lady can do that, she's got her own show, I'll tell you that.
All right, what took you so long,
The
Charles?
camera's making me nervous. Pacemaker, it stinks.
One to keep her pacemaker.
It stinks, I know it stinks.
Can't do that, Charles,
Twist of
because
fate, I
if she
know.
put the pacemaker in a glass of water, it would short out.
Her hearing aid would go out.
That's right. What did you say?
Oh, perfectly dreadful answer. Contact lenses.
Contact lenses.
Thanks.
Almost eyes, but not
Almost.
quite, yeah. All right, Richard.
Spectacles.
Spectacles.
I almost said that,
Yeah,
too.
you know, did you think of spectacles?
I thought of that first.
You really were on the
She
same
thought of it
wavelength
first.
with everybody else here, but not quite specific enough. Betty.
Well, you said blanks.
Blanks,
plural,
right.
Yeah. And I couldn't. The eyes just didn't have it. And the only other thing I could think of that she had that were plural were dehydrated. And I thought maybe in a glass of water they would come back to life, and she would be 21 once.
Wonderful. Oh, I want to be there. So, Tanis, you've had your baptism of fire. Your first round question will be long right after we do this for you. Here we go. The other half of round 1, Francis Patrick, this is all yours. Fred said,
Yes.
my wife is a really bad cook. Last night, instead of eggs, she served me soft-boiled blank. Instead of eggs, she served me soft-boiled blank. She's a really rotten cook.
Really rotten cook.
Really rotten cook.
Gosh, these are too hard.
Isn't that beautiful?
A lady gave that to me because I quit smoking.
Oh, what a wonderful thing. Well, that's beautiful. Very thoughtful. All right, now write down.
My wife is last night she said it said she's a soft-boiled...
Blank. Rotten cook.
Blank.
Rotten cook.
That's good. I like that.
I was just looking at that beautiful pendant.
Oh, that's a Pekingese.
That's a Pekingese.
That was a Pekingese that I had. That was my bandit.
Oh, yes. Yes, and he constantly peeks. Lucky dog.
But not at her knees.
Not at her knees. All right. Come on, Brett and Charles.
Oh, I can't. These are getting hard. Isn't that
This is a difficult one. Well, now, this is a round one question, and they are a little tougher.
Stop looking at mine.
He's younger. I've got to look at somebody's. I can't think of anything.
Joe, give her an answer. Let's get on with it.
Rub your magic genie.
Francis.
Why don't you drop it?
Fred said my wife is a really bad cook. Last night, instead of eggs, she served me soft-boiled blank.
I'm with you, hon.
Well, this is an easy one. There's one answer that comes to mind instantly.
Well, why didn't you give it to me?
That is not my function.
Oh, pardon me.
Yes.
Tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes?
Not bad.
Is that the one, Gene?
I love it.
No.
Was she warm? Was she warm?
No, she wasn't even warm. She really wasn't.
That was not the one you were thinking of.
Listen, with
Francis.
marinara sauce, they're not bad.
I really couldn't think
That
of
is not a
anything.
winner.
I'm with you,
Yes.
sweetheart.
What did you say?
I said she's really bad cook, right?
Bad cook.
Soft-boiled cornflakes.
All right. Now
bad.
that would be terrible. But there's a clue here in the question that leads you to one.
Here.
Well,
Now,
certainly
if I had
one-
more time, I would have.
Come on now, show it to us.
Actually, this was kind of a steal from Joe. I said Rice Krispies.
Yeah. It
Would
sure
you guess
was.
that I got that elsewhere?
Yes.
In keeping,
You.
in keeping with the whole day. Hamburgers.
That would be terrible. But you see, all of you lost sight of the fact that the question says, last night, instead of eggs, she served me soft-boiled...
Well, I didn't get it either then.
You didn't get it?
Cereal. I'm with them. They copied from me.
They did. Who'd you copy from, Richard?
No one. You'll see that when you see my answer. Soft-boiled toast.
What's the answer?
You know, all of these are good, but, and they're playable and all that, but not what I had in mind or what I would think would lead you to the correct,
I have that. I have that as my answer. But he had a chance to copy my answer. He looked
I did.
blatantly
I would not
blatant
copy it.
and rejected.
You'll see why.
No, football.
Oh, so
Do you see why?
logical. Yeah, because, see, it looks like an egg. Yes. No, I tell you, well, mine was eggs, soft-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what do you usually have with eggs?
Bacon.
Wouldn't it be terrible to serve soft-boiled bacon?
No, not at all.
Just do that all the time.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on now. All of you who believe that soft-boiled bacon is the definitive answer, would you raise your hands now? All right,
That
Johnny,
should
how
answer
many?
your question, Gene.
Oh.
All those who like soft-boiled toast. I rest my case.
Get out of the studio!
Tennis shoes.
Weirdos, you are all weirdos, and I'm getting out of here. I'm not going to put up with
I'll
this.
get my hat and go with you.
All those who don't want him to return. Take your job here.
Okay, Tanis.
Please.
What?
B, please.
Tanis wants B, and everybody will play because no one matched nobody in the first round.
Including you on
Either
that
question, including me, right. Hey, did you hear about the Nerdo-Crumbesian space program? I will tell you about that right now. They're so dumb, last week they tried to launch a rocket by putting a blank under it.
Got it.
That's how dumb they are. So dumb, they tried to launch a rocket by putting a blank under it. Nerdo-Crumbesia.
I get the feeling I flunked.
No, you didn't. There are no right or wrong answers. Remember, Joe.
Certainly a lot of wrong ones. It's
Joe says this whole show is like one big happy rehearsal.
a happy rehearsal. You were halfway finished. I said, what are we going on?
Look at the new shot. Show the new shot again.
Yes. No, that's not the new
No,
shot.
there's the shot. It looks like Gene Rayburn in divorce court. Stay tuned.
I don't know.
All right, put it in a slot there, Debralee,
Oh,
and
yes.
away we go. Tanis, did you hear about the Neurocrimbesian space program? Let me tell you about it, Tanis. They're so dumb, last week they tried to launch a rocket by putting a blank under it.
A firecracker?
Firecracker's good? You still haven't matched, have you? I can tell by the grin.
Well, I have matched. That's what I said. They put a match under it.
A match?
Yeah, sure. Little Italian guy went there and said, "Hey, got a match?"
Oh.
That's what people are hostile.
That's right. Not
I'm
only...
up for freezing with the air conditioning and you're hollering at me.
What do you say?
There's a lot of Dick Martin in him.
There
Wouldn't
is.
you say?
Yes, I would say that.
Well, when I want my kids to do anything, I always put a firecracker under their bonnet.
There's one for Tanis. Looking for a little firecracker.
Well, I like my answer. It doesn't stink.
It does stink.
Can of sterno.
Sterno. Try to launch it. Well, that would be dumb. No, that would be in keeping with Nerdocrumbetia. Can of sterno. What do you say, Debralee?
Firecracker.
Oh, that's super can. Would that be dumb, Richard?
I thought a bottle of champagne.
Right. Give you a little bit of a lift off. Not
Little
much,
class.
just a little. Yes?
It's all in the eye of the beholder, right? I said a kangaroo.
A kangaroo.
Well, it's logical.
That'll get you off the ground a little bit there. So you picked up 2 there, and now you stand by because your job is to match 2 to tie and 3 to win. Now this for you.
Today's consolation prize we got first. La Machine by Moulinex, the incredible food preparation system from France. It's like having a professional chef right at your side. And a snack tray in the supply of FFB Stone Wheat Wafers, crispy, crunchy cracker squares. Tastes a little nutty, you'll agree. Stone Wheat Wafers when you're counting on good count on FFB. And a crock pot and a supply of Southern-style dinner fixes from Red and White Foods. Red and White Foods, a quality brand for nutritious economy and delightful dining. And a waffle grill, and a supply of Staley syrup, 100% natural syrup, no preservatives, nothing artificial. Staley syrup with rich country breakfast flavor that's naturally delicious. And more matches now with Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Here we go. Finish this game now, Francis Patrick. 2 to tie and 3 to win. Everyone plays again. The Great Zambini.
One of my guys.
All right, he's one of your guys. Zambini has the world's strangest dog act. Zambini doesn't train his dogs to jump through a hoop. He trains them to blank through a hoop.
You know, Jack.
You got it.
You know what Jack Klugman used to say about Joe Garagiola? He said he always worried because we used to do. He said, she said. He got me back in the business.
Yes.
And Jack said he always worried that Joe was going to mispronounce his own name.
We had a little trouble with it in the beginning, but not anymore. Now, Francis Patrick, the great Zambini, has the world's strangest dog act. Zambini doesn't train his dogs to jump through the hoop. He trains them to blank through a hoop. Speak up, I can't hear you. What'd you say, honey?
To fly through a hoop.
Fly through a hoop. Janice,
Yes?
I thought you were going to go down the drain here. But I think she just did herself in with that answer. Now, hold on here, Francis. You need 2 to tie and 3 to win. I don't know how many flies we're going to get here, but we'll find out right now. Joe?
It's an Italian dog, right?
Yes.
That dog can tinkle through that hoop.
Tinkle! Yes.
That's a tinkle.
Yeah, that's 2 of those. Okay, Chuck.
Joe got it wrong. The trainer was Italian, the dog was French.
Oh.
So wee through the hoop.
Wee. Debralee.
You have to take into account that I haven't been here for a while. I said skip. Terrible answer. I
think
couldn't
of
even think of anything.
May I just say, that's a beautiful pendant.
Thank you.
What is that?
It's
Trash.
No.
Stop it, Fred.
Oh, it's
trash.
track gift.
Thank you.
Okay.
Holograph, they call that.
Yes.
Was that a holograph?
Yes.
Oh, no kidding. Very pretty. Yes, Richard. We're looking for fly, and we must match you to stay in the game and achieve a tie here, and
Easy
Betty.
one. I said tinkle.
Tinkle! So that means Tanis wins the game. What do you have, Betty? Another tinkle. A little blue dot. We'll say goodbye to Francis Patrick, who's leaving here with $700. Congratulations
Thank
to
you very much.
Francis
Thank you very
Patrick.
much.
Goodbye, my dear. Now, while we're spinning her off, we'll spin a message or two for you. Hurry back and see how she does. Listen, we've had a dandy time, and we hope you have. Joe, you haven't... Now, you know, Joe was on our old match game, and Joe was responsible for bringing us lots of wonderful people to that show, such as Don Meredith, Whitey Ford,
Mickey Mantle, don't
Mickey
forget
Mantle,
him.
and...
Willie Mays?
Willie...
Babe
No.
Ruth.
No, we never had...
Babe Ruth, Betty says?
No, not Babe Ruth, no. And we hope, Joe, that you've enjoyed yourself here and that we could induce you to talk to some of your friends in the world of sports and bring some of those wonderful guys.
They watch it all the time.
Good.
And they'll be glad to come on.
All
Even
right.
bring their bubblegum cards.
We're going to pick your brains and do that. Gene Rabineer, join us next time for Match Game 78. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 78, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.